This video contains Egghead manga spoilers. First up we have Saturn. Now we just have him in the form that I show right here. He doesn't need a second, let's be honest. He's a bomb. Perfect guard. You know, it's gonna do what it do, heal ya. And I think for all the Gorosei, they should just have I would have like 2 lives, and the second life you pretty much heal up like almost all your life, but I would have like that first life be hella weak, you know. But pretty much I would have it so the more you get hit, the more like you get boosted up, so your defense or attack or speed, whatever, you know, if you're a runner or defender, that's a Gorosei, that would be, you know, buffed. I would have it kind of like that, but you can also make it like way more fair in a sense with medals and things like that. But yeah, skill 1 obviously is going to be the poison shit, the poison balls that didn't do anything, that would just do poison. Skill 2, I would have what we all want, what we all need, Abyss, where he summons the fucking Gorosei, makes them goated. I would have it like the anime where they just roar. I would have it so it roars. Whenever it roars, it like pushes you back like Kaido shit. And then also have the conquerors out, so maybe a chance to sleep. And then I would also really want it to destroy shit. So like if Kuzan's there and he has his ice wall, it would destroy Kuzan's ice wall. You know, I think Saturn would probably be a defender. Like I think it probably makes sense because they drop Kizaru, Luffy. Yeah, it would probably be a defender. So that's probably my prediction. There's Jiro. I know people are super excited for this dude. I mean, I think he'll be busted probably when he drops skill 1. I'm thinking will be the lab split. Spoilers, of course. The Egghead lab split. That's probably gonna be. It's gonna be probably just like Film Red Shanks' skill. Probably like it could either be like Film Red Shanks' skill or like Film Red Shanks' skill and kind of like Rob Lucci's CP. I think CP0 or CP9 fit where he's white and he turns into like big to skinny. I think that would be kind of cool, like a big area effect, kind of like that, or just like, you know, Film Red Shanks. And skill 2, you already know, the ice slashes. Probably Ice Gallop or something. He don't really do shit now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that would be tough. Ice, and then have the ice. I think it'll probably just be normal. Like he'll probably be a normal EX. Not normal EX, like normal character. Like he doesn't character change because he doesn't do anything in his horse form. He bites Sanji. I doubt they're gonna make a horse form and have a bite down skill and then like a chase down skill. But I think those are the 2 moves I'll most likely use. Workery the fucking goat. I don't think he'll have that tough of skills. I mean, I can just think of Ram, the Ram skill with the blades out, and the Conqueror Roar, which I think will probably be the toughest skill ever, because I think you can have that like push you back like Kaido, ooh, and it could kind of have like a chance to make people sleep. That would be tough. But his Ram, you know, I would think it would just, you would use it and it probably ups your defense. Like I would think he just stacks defense, in all honesty. That's all he does, is like he's a defense guy. But he's kind of tough. He did blow away Luffy shit. Pause. Alright, this guy's a goat, obviously. This is fucking Mars. He's a fucking goat. I would say he dropped these last 2 as maybe like Bounty Fest, just really, really good Bounty Fest. Like, and I think we'd be happy. Because I think they're definitely just going to show up like later. But I would have him as a human. And then I would have him, you know, as like his skills transform into the bird. I wouldn't keep him as a bird. He's too fucking big. Skill 1, I would have basically as that, I don't know what this shit is, where he flies into the Labo Spear and he's like on fire and he flies through it, which is tough because the Labo Spear, like that shield's supposed to animize you. That's why Kizaru had to go and like do all that shit. But yeah, I would do that, but I would have it so it flies, not like really flies, not like Marco, but like teleports you to the flag with the lowest power gauge. I think we might as well just add it. Like, come on, man, fuck it. I'd have him go to the lowest power gauge, and it does like a giant ass explosion and flicks flame. I'd probably have defense down 2, and I would have it like up his speed hellas, because obviously he's gonna be a fucking runner. Like, he's a bird. Like, I feel like it's a no-brainer. Any character who flies, you would probably make them a runner in this game. I would have him be a fly. I'd have him really tough. I'd have his hold down skill be, what's it called? I'd have his hold down skill be his Conqueror's attack. That's why I made him a human, because I was like, bro, like, does he do anything as a human? He does. I would have a big ass Conqueror's attack, and all it would do is like sleep you and probably do like, I would probably say like 5% of damage, like guaranteed. It's just like a backup thing, like get away from me. I would also have it, knock you, but then for skill 1, I would have it as a hold down skill, and it would have him turn to his bird form. I would have it kind of like Kaido's, pretty much like Kaido's, but it doesn't push you back, but it also like Momo's, where you can take damage and you heal a bunch, and he shoots his laser. Of course he has to go through walls. Like, what are we talking about? I'd probably add flame, but I don't really know how that works. We don't really know how this dude works at all, I'm gonna be honest. He kind of just shows up and leaves, but he doesn't get bitched by Emmett, so hey, you know what I mean? He's kind of tough. I'll fuck with him. But I think he has great potential. I'd be funny if he wasn't an EX. Also, the next guy, like, they could drop together as Bounty Fest, but you would just, like, please make him good. Like, he's literally the best Gorosei. Like, let's be honest. Big Worm himself. You don't know this nigga no money. Well, this is Jupiter, of course. Obviously, like, it's a no-brainer. His skills not to be, pretty much swim bays and Senior Pinks fucking swim underneath the ground and then pop out and do an attack. I don't know what he'll do. He'll probably just, like, I would probably just have, like, he pops out, like, attacks or something. Like, you want to probably land underneath somebody or something like that. I don't know. I just have him shoot out and start, like, shooting shit out. I don't know. I think he would just dig and then, like, eat up, to come up. I think that would be, like, a good skill. I could not imagine him being that fun to play like that, but hey, he doesn't do anything as a human either, I don't think. And then I would also have him eat out of, like, a skill, like skill 1 and 2, like you press 1 and then it releases the other one, where he sucks in, like, does like a vacuum move, sucks in the air, and then like everything, like enemies and stuff, kind of like kids. I want to say the second kid in the game, how he like sucks in people with his skill, or maybe it's the first one. He sucks in people, and then you can like hit them or whatever. I would have it like that, and then like the second skill would be to fucking pretty much. I would have it shoot out like that shit, and it would have kind of a gauge. Like, the more you do it, or the longer you do it, it'll fill up the gauge. But I wouldn't have that too OP. And I would not have this thing as an EX. Like, he's a fucking worm. Like, how are you gonna make this thing an EX? All the other ones, you could probably make it to an EX. But, to be honest, how Bandai be moving, in all honesty, Saturn can drop, and he'll literally have a skill that'll just summon all the Gorosei, like I said, so. Now on to the traits. I didn't want to go into it like one by one, because obviously they're pretty much going to have the same trait. Obviously they're all going to be giants besides Mars, so no block. I would have, for him, I wouldn't have anything probably for block or dodge. Maybe for dodge I'd have heal, just to give him another healing, since they have another healing on him that he doesn't have. But I would only have it heal by like 5%, and then the block heal as much as it usually does. I feel like they heal like the exact same for all the giants. I would have it like that, and then for their immortality, I would have it as a trait, and it would be basically 2 lives, and then your second life heals 53% of your health. But I would have that first life be very fragile. I'd have it be very fragile, like you lose health really insane. But on the second life, you get a boosted amount of like defense, of course, just to keep you in the game. And then I'd give them just a bunch of heals, obviously. Like, one of the heals I think would be really good is whenever they're knocked down, you get healed 5%. And I think you only make this not OP by having their health pretty low and having them kind of a glass cannon, but not not like Brook, not like actual glass cannons in the game. Kind of like Luffy, because I feel like Luffy can ditch out a bunch of attack, and you can also kind of kill him, or kind of like Kuzan, where you can pretty much get his health down hella, but he'll just keep healing, which is the problem. I would have it sort of like that, but that first round, you definitely have to die to earn the full effects of immortality, I would say. What I mean by that is you will get way more heals on like the second life. Like I would say getting knocked down, you would gain a little bit more of health than what you would normally get if you were to get knocked down. I would say you get a bunch of damage reduction, like a fuck ton of damage reduction on that second life. And I would say your health is just a little bit more than what it was in the base. But because of the damage reduction, it doesn't really matter, and you'll get more heals. I would also say on the second life, your overall defense, your defense and attack will just go up just by 1, I would say, for all of them. But for Saturn and Mercury, I'd probably up it a little bit. And then for Ethan and Mars, I would up the speed by like a bunch, you know what I mean? Like probably like 3 stacks on speed for them. Ethan probably gets like 2 on attack. Mercury probably gets, some more on attack. And I'd probably just do that. Just a bunch of damage reduction to help them. And then their attack just skyrockets. Like I would have it so you can stack like fucking crazy on them. Maybe not all of them. Like the worm, I don't know. Mars, though, I think Mars would be just amazing with it. And I would make it so your cooldown reduction just come back way faster. Not like to where you can like spam it, of course, like it's fucking bounty rare, so you can put a middle sit on and probably scam any skill, but that would make it so it comes back a lot faster. Gives you more of an initiative too, to basically tie. But I wouldn't make you like useless before you die. It's just like that's like clutch time. Like this is my time to clutch. And then I would have probably the 1% HP trait, but of course, like I said, Saturn's roar attack with the Gorosei can bypass that. Well, that was my prediction. Let me guys know what you guys think in the comments, what it will be, or if we'll just get just none of them at all or anything like that. Obviously, it doesn't matter. Saturn, Mars, Ethan, it doesn't matter who drops. Emmett, whenever he drops as a bounty fest, is just going to counter them. And I'm happy Bandai's doing that, and I see the vision. I hope you guys have a good one.